my first new live stream. Thank you for being here. This is my first live stream since I got a new camera, and I had to upgrade my computer and rearrange my office and all those things. And I think that I'm streaming right now. If you're here and you're in the chat, let me know. I know this is like totally unscheduled. In fact, I had the focus on the camera set in manual and had to hurry up and fix that. And right now it's autofocus, and I'm still trying. I'm still learning how to use the new camera. So we're just going to talk about a few things today. We're just going to kind of be chillax and see what happens. I don't know how many of you are joining in here. Hey, Joe, one of my favorite people in the world, just hopped in. And Joe, I know that I still owe you a steak dinner. And my wife and I, we were just talking about that, and I promise you that I am going to make sure that I get you your steak dinner. Let me see if I can get the audio going here. Hold on. All right, how's that? Is the audio better now? Is it better now? This is the first live stream that I've done, like I said, with the new setup. So let me know how the audio sounds now, would you? Are you clipping? I don't know if I'm clipping or not. So I do have quite a few things happening. I've got a lot of web browsers open, stuff like that. But, oh, am I clipping in the audio? Could be. Hold on a second. Let me turn the audio down just a smidge. Let me also go adjust it. So it's clipping. Is that loud? But la. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody helping me figure this out. So let me do this. Let me turn the software part of this down. Let me go turn up the hardware. Hold on a second. All right, so I am turned up on the hardware and down on the software. Is it better now? I literally just recorded with these settings and didn't think that I had this problem. Well, look at the autofocus is out of control. I got to fix that. I got to talk to somebody that knows more about these cameras than I do and can help me get this dialed in. All right, how's the audio now? Can somebody tell me how the audio is? Let's see here. Warning, the stream, blah, blah, blah. What's the warning? Oh, I have a lower bit rate than it's no better. Interesting. It's like a crackling or a popping. I have no idea what it could be. I mean, I could swap the mic out real quick. Hold on a second. Is it happening when I'm not talking as well? Let's see here. We're going to swap mics real quick. See what happens. I appreciate you all helping me get this dialed in. Let's see. All right, how's that? Is that better? I wonder if it's the actual microphone. Somebody let me know if it's any better. Yes, no, maybe so. Yeah, I've got no background noise. Hey, Tim's here. How's it sound now? Nope, still there. Okay, what about now? I wonder what's going on here. Still the same. Interesting. It's almost like your microphone is not selected. Well, let's see here. Bear with me. No, it's what about now? Or what about now? No, I don't have any noise cancellation. It's going straight to the So that's the weird part is when I record, I'm not having this. But it's when we're live. Let me try one more thing. And I'm looking at my monitor and I'm not peeking out. So let's see here if it's something else going on in let's see, audio. Hold on just a second. Let me Gibby says check your DNS. It's always DNS. Hold on a second. Okay. How's that? Is that any better at all? Yes, no? Yeah, that's the thing, right? So, like, if I were to record this, I don't think I'm going to hear what you're hearing. I think it is, unfortunately, at the moment, limited to the live stream. Can somebody let me know? Is it any better now? No better. Hey, Tim, can you do me a favor? Can you record a clip and signal it on over? Does it sound like hard drive noise? Is that what it sounds like? Yes, I'm 100% sure that I am not selected on internal mic. However, let me bypass. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me open the volume mixer and let me look at my input. Let me look at, let's see here. Let me see if there's something going on with the sound input. Aha. Okay, how is that? Is that better? Or is that worse? Or now am I just like stupid loud and clipping and crackling? So quiet. I mean, if this doesn't work, I've got another mic, like an actual. Okay, so this is better. Whatever we did is better. Okay, and the crackling's gone? Or am I just loud? Audible now, still crackly, but better. I got to figure out what that... Hold on a second. Okay, how's that? How's that? Okay, last adjustment for now. Is this okay? If this is not okay, I will go and grab a different... I'll grab a USB mic. Okay, we're good now? We've got rid of the crackling? Yes, no? Somebody let me know real quick. You know, audio is a mother when you're trying to get it dialed in and you can't hear it. And all y'all hanging in here with me, it's popping again. It's popping again. All right, how about now? So I updated the firmware on my... Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my USB mic real quick. Don't go anywhere. Somebody says it's much better. Speedy Smithy. Am I getting the crackling? Joe, am I getting the crackling? You know what? Let me grab my USB mic. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. All right, give me just a second here. Move this one. This is kind of a rush job here. We'll see if it gets any better here in just a second. Oh yeah, drove that autofocus crazy. All right, let me switch mics. Okay, I'm now on a USB mic. It is my Blue Yeti that I used to use before I got the Rodecaster. How's this sound? As of right now, how does this sound? There's like a 10-second delay between, I think, what I'm saying and what people are hearing. Don't tell me there's no audio. No audio at all? There we go. Okay. All right. And so now, okay. So something going on with the Rodecaster Pro, which is unfortunate. I don't have a Mac. I do have a Rodecaster Pro, and that's interesting that the USB mic is perfect. Well, let me see here. Let's see. Let me turn this up a little bit. Hold on. I'm adjusting the volume. Okay, how's the volume now? Hopefully we didn't blow anybody's eardrums out. Can you hear me now? Yes, no, maybe so. It's perfect. Okay. Very strange. So maybe I'm going to have to go back to the Blue Yeti and figure out what the heck is going on with the Rodecaster. The Rodecaster, I updated the firmware, and all the levels got super quiet. You know what I didn't do though? I was so far behind on the firmware. I hadn't updated the firmware for like 2 years, and I didn't go in and tell the Rodecaster that I was using a pod mic. And so I'm wondering if I'm getting all kinds of weird shit from that. So we'll have to double check that. So how's everybody doing? Is everybody hanging in there? Hope everybody's doing well. If you haven't been watching the videos, we are we're doing the ISP videos. The Grandstream videos are going to be coming. We got a whole rack full of gear back there. I had to get a new camera. The camera that I've had for years, my trusty M100, the shutter got stuck, and to repair the shutter on this thing is $300, and it's a $500 camera, $550 camera kit. So I've got this M50, I've got the M100. I am probably going to sell them both, along with the EF adapter. None of my lenses fit on the new camera. I bought an EOS RP, and as you can see, I don't know how to use it yet. I did buy the 50 millimeter because I love the bokeh on the 50 millimeter, but I'm having I got to get the focus dialed in on it. So we'll see what happens. Right now it's got it's just trying to autofocus in this general area. And when I was watching the videos, I'm not getting the autofocus. Somebody just texted me, hey, your camera's trying to autofocus. Yes, it is definitely trying to autofocus. I'm trying to get that dialed in. So let's take a look at the chat. So Todd Henry asks, Willie, honest answer, should I purchase some Grandstream equipment for my home lab? IT professional currently running Omada, not going back to Ubiquiti. Well, I'll tell you, Grandstream's a hell of a lot better than Omada. I'm running some TP-Link stuff. I don't know. It's just, I've not been real happy with the TP-Link stuff. I'm definitely not happy with, what's that other brand? I pretty much abandoned them. Yeah, see, there's that focus again that everybody's talking about. But it's Ingenious. I've completely dumped Ingenious. If they want to send me a prepaid label to send them their gear back, I'll send all of Ingenious' stuff back to them. They sent me a firewall. We were supposed to have these awesome things, right? Like their access points. We're supposed to be able to create a VPN tunnel between the access point and this firewall. And then they said, no, we never said that. And I said, yes, you did. I have emails. I have screenshots. In fact, the freaking product page that talked about it was still live on their website. So don't lie to me. Cambium. So a guy that I know, his name's Josh Avon. He now works for Cambium, and he's been pushing their fiber stuff. And I am obviously doing videos on how to build an ISP using the Ubiquiti gear that's in that rack behind me, and then intersite connecting with the layer 3 switches that are Grandstream that's back there. And him and I are supposed to do a heads up test to see which gear works better, the Cambium with a super high price tag or the Ubiquiti that has an affordable lower dollar barrier to entry. And I think the Cambium's going to lose. I don't know. I've got Cambium gear and I used to really be for them, but internally they keep switching people on me. I don't know. When a company goes publicly traded, weird things happen. And I saw those weird things with Cambium. Ubiquiti, has been publicly traded for a while. If Grandstream were to ever go publicly traded, I'm sure that they would have this. Synology, who knows if they're getting ready for an IPO, but they internally change their structures. Things just get weird. So, yeah, I did miss everybody at the Ubiquity World Conference, but I can't leave staff hanging to just, take off and go play in Chicago. So I hate abandoning people and, having them only be, one person shop. So I got to take care of my people. Let's see here. I am going to see. All right. So, first of all, if you're not a member of the community, and I hope that this looks and sounds okay. If you're not a member of the community, I really need you to go over to community.williehowe.com and I need you to sign up. We've got a great group of people over here, and the community is growing more and more every day. And you can come, you can post your questions, you can post your pictures of your home lab. I mean, there's all sorts of conversation and things that are going on over here. And at some point, there's going to be some content available here that you're not going to be able to get anywhere else. It's not necessarily going to be behind a paywall, but the forum is going to give us a place where we can do some really long form content and build a structure around it instead of just a straight up video. So you're not going to want to miss that in the future. Here's the other thing that I'm working on is somebody in my latest video, and I should have done this, and it was really good thinking by the person that said it. They said, not everybody understands all the lingo that you're talking about, but they want to follow along with the video. And so what I am doing is I'm putting a fiber ISP glossary together. I'm going to film this video. This will be the next video that I release in the build an ISP. So this will be video number 3. Really should have been video probably number 2, maybe 1.5. But you can see I'm putting all these things on here. I'm going to explain what each of it is. What it does. I'll show you the Ubiquity equivalent and then how much it costs. And then we'll reference this, and this will be a living link in the Build Your ISP series. So I'm pretty excited about that. The other thing that I've been messing with is I have my neighbor's outside. Squirrel. My dog was barking. I don't know if you can hear her barking. And there's the beagle. But neighbors outside picking up sticks, and they saw him. The other thing that I did today was I had a phone call with a group of people excuse me, that were super interested in whether they could replace a lot of their technology stack excuse me, with UniFi. So you can see here, this is the first time you've probably ever seen me have a fully loaded UDM. So I have my UDM SE. It's in the rack back there. And I am running every application except for Interspace. I could install it. Maybe I will. But I explained to them Connect. Connect, we use it for digital signage. Works great. But all of the Enterprise of Things devices that Ubiquity's coming out with, and even the old stuff, right? My old LED lights, my old dimmer switches, they'll work in here. The EV charging product, the Connect screens, they will all work in Connect. And we use Connect a lot, and it works really great, especially for digital signage. I got to tell you, we can tweak the permissions. We can make people have MFA. We can have 1,000 devices, have those people assigned to those devices all through the Ubiquity portal. It's absolutely fantastic. I will, as long as Ubiquity continues to support Connect and the Connect Cast, I will never deploy another Raspberry Pi for digital signage if I can avoid it. Then the other thing is UniFi Talk. So I'm running UniFi Talk. They wanted to look at that. Here you can see if somebody wants to call this phone number, it's 309-245-3761. The phone's sitting right behind me. I might answer it. You might get to be live on the live stream. But if anybody wants to call it, like I said, 309-245-3761. We went through everything to do with talk, how it, the pros and the cons. I've got some really cool short content for YouTube. Oh, who's this? Somebody from Franklin, Tennessee. Now, the last time I did this, it was funny, not funny. Let's see. Hello, Franklin, Tennessee. You're talking to Willie. You're live on the air. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Willie. This is Ray Carter from Nashville, Tennessee, Franklin, Tennessee.
Hey.
I'm watching your stream.
Hey, Ray. I'm glad you reached out. You're live. I hope people are going to be able to hear you. I might have to move the mic a little closer to the phone. But what's happening today?
Not much. I'm an IT director for a K-12 school system, and I'm just catching your live stream.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for calling in. You got any questions you want to ask while you got me?
No, I'm looking forward to seeing more of your Grandstream information. We're a full Ubiquity system, and except for the firewalls, which are PSNs.
Gotcha. So one thing to note, Grandstream this year, actually very soon, they're going to have an all-in-one device that'll be perfect, for some locations. But they also are going to have some pretty high-end firewalls where you'll have the option to pay for monthly subscription for intrusion detection, intrusion prevention, and signatures and things like that. So they promised me that for both of those, I'll be the first content creator to get my hands on them. And so you're going to see a lot more Grandstream content back here in the rack. We've got their switches. Their layer 3 switches are fantastic. And I think they're on track to be a serious competitor no matter who you look at, whether it's a Cisco, an HPE. Now, I was going to say Juniper, but, they got snatched up by HP. Whether it's Ubiquity. I think Grandstream is going to make huge strides this year, so you'll definitely be seeing more of that content.
That's some really exciting stuff. We have a lot of Grandstream gear paired with free PBX right now. So anyway, I don't want to hog you too much. Really enjoy your content. Appreciate what you're doing, and learned a lot from your videos. So thank you very much.
Hey, I appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, man. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so their UniFi Talk is absolutely working. So, but Grandstream, of course, is near and dear to our hearts over here at williehowe Technology. They make the best PBX. You heard him say that he runs free PBX. If we converted him to a UCM, his life would be so much easier. Just from the graphical user interface, the UI. Free PBX, in my opinion, the UI is a bit of a challenge. I've used other words to describe it, but I'm just going to leave it at it's a challenge. So we've got our talk going on here. We have the door access solution. So right now you can see that I got my little front door thing back there. I can click to unlock, and it's going to unlock. This is Gen 1, so I've got one hub, 2 readers, and it is Gen 1, but they wanted to see that, wanted to talk about it. We talked about pricing, for the new version. And then, of course, I have UniFi Protect. So this is the camera that's in my window looking out into the orchard. You can see my neighbor there. And then we've got a G4 Dome on the rack behind us there. So I actually have an AI Pro camera, and I do have a 4-bay NVR. I will tell you that if you remember where I was at a few years ago on Protect, they've done a complete about face. I am much happier with Protect, and in a place where I really think we're going to be deploying it and really looking at the AI features. But just like I told them today, the only two states that I'm familiar with biometric data and the laws is Illinois and Florida. In whatever state you're in, you need to make sure that you understand the laws. More and more states are passing laws restricting how you can use biometric data and how you can use it without authorization from the person. And I love like what they call your face, your biometric. What is it? It's your facial geometric data, right? It's your it's your face. It's the biometrics for your face. I love when we make up fancy terms for stuff, and more and more states are signing legislation. Oh, we got another call. This one is from Alabama. Thank you for calling Willie Howe Technology, Alabama. You are live on the air. Who am I speaking with?
JD.
Oh, hey.
We email back and forth.
Oh, yeah, JD. He works. I can't tell you where he works. I don't want to violate that. But what's happening, man?
Way too many days. So for biometrics, you have Florida, Illinois, Texas, California, Washington State, and Nevada all have laws against certain levels of biometrics.
Without authorization, right?
No, some are just period, depending on the county. It's getting down to the county and the city level.
Oh, so we're creating a patchwork of biometric laws. It's starting to remind me of firearms laws.
Exactly. It's getting to that point. Like, I can't deploy retinal scanners in Austin, but if I'm out of the city limits, I can.
So I don't know if you could hear what he said, but he said that he cannot deploy, did you say iris scanners or facial scanners?
Really both. But
he can't
deploy those in, say, the city of Austin.
Yeah.
But if I'm outside of the city, I can. But at the same time, the city likes to annex more parts of the county. So at some point, I'll have to pull them out. So it's just not worth putting them in to begin with.
So take that warning that we talked about with the biometrics a step further, because what he's saying is it's down to the county level. He can't deploy facial or iris readers in Austin, but he can in other parts of the county. But as the city annexes the county in, and governments, local governments, municipalities, something I'm very intimately familiar with, will often annex other parts, more land into their tax base. And once that happens and they become part of the municipality, then those laws and regulations, affect the new properties that they've annexed in. So I'll have to do an actual blog post. Can you email me those states that you just rattled off? And
yeah, I got a list of them down to the county and the zip codes where I'm allowed to and not allowed to deploy, and that's where I have to work off of that list. I'll have to see if I can get you a condensed list.
Perfect. Yeah. So JD's done a lot of research. His footprint for what he does spans coast to coast and border to border. So he has to be very familiar with a lot of laws, a lot of privacy laws in a lot of states. And so I appreciate you calling with that list, and I'm looking forward to the email.
Yeah, I'll get it together. I'll see you around.
Perfect. All right. Thanks, man. All right. Awesome. People calling in. That's fantastic. So we can see we got the cameras here. I'm going to do a full 2024 version of UniFi Protect. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do a video on all of these because we support them all at this point. So we got a lot of videos in store. The Grandstream stuff I'm super excited about that. You saw the little 8-port switch. That's actually the switch that everything is going through here. So it's got the 4 PoE ports and Grandstream. I can talk about this. They let me talk about their beta stuff. They are getting into the point to multi-point wireless. And so with GWN Manager, we're really going to have a one-stop, single pane of glass for all of their network gear. And they are merging online. They've merged GDMS and GWN Manager into the same platform. So it really is starting to focus that. And then, of course, here you can see the UDM SE that I have, and I've got a Flex Mini and the UK Ultra devices that are adopted to that. So I'm having a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing this. I really enjoy it, and we got into some of the pros and cons, right? So like with access control from the beginning, Grandstream's products are built in a way that supports interoperability with other brands. And so Grandstream, almost from the very beginning, you've been able to use their door stations with any PBX, with any SIP enabled phone outside of UniFi. And you've been able to make those things work and make it work with other access controls. So I'm not sure, they didn't sound like they were too hot on proceeding with UniFi Access and UniFi Talk based on the limitations and things like that. And so they're supposed to reach back out to me if they want a demo of all the Grandstream stuff. So, and if you want a demo, a 30-minute or an hour demo of all of this stuff from tip to stern, let me know. If you want a demo of the Grandstream stuff from tip to stern, let me know. Synology, all that stuff. I don't know if Doug is watching. Let me flip back over to the... oh man, I'm totally out of focus there. But yeah, so you're looking... As I'm telling these stories, it's actually kind of cool that you can see all of the equipment there, and then I'm kind of out of focus, but you can hear me. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. So what was I like that view so much that I kind of forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, demos of stuff. More than happy to give people demos of all the things. Let me see if I can get back into focus here. Focus. I am the focus. I am the main character, right? So 50 of you here, make sure you're smashing that thumbs up, that like button. Let's head on over to the comments real quick. Thank you for everybody being here. Oh yeah, Mars Bar over in the UK. He follows me on Twitter. We haven't really exchanged too many messages, but he calls it a router. I call it a router. Router, potato. Let's see here. Matt Miller says Cambium is higher end, but the cost to enter the game sucks. Yeah, Cambium. I used to have a really good relationship with Cambium, and like I said, they switched so many people around. Hey, Jeremy, if you're not subscribed to Practical IT with Jeremy, head on over and subscribe. And Jeremy puts out a midweek news vlog once a week, and if I don't catch it on a lunch break, I listen to it on the treadmill. It's something that I try to never miss. Let's see here. Jordan, I am, if you were listening to the video a little bit ago, my next video will be the glossary. I'm going to release that. We're going to talk about it. We're going to look at those products a little bit more in depth. I am waiting for Ubiquiti to give me, that autofocus. It is out of control. There we go. I am waiting for them to give me the green flag on something in a piece of software before we do any configuration video. Tech for Fun asks, what would your recommendation for a 2-entrance multi-tenant office be? Door access, preferably key card. I would probably go Grandstream, like a GDS 3710 or 3712. I mean, you could do the UniFi stuff, but the Grandstream stuff's going to work with so many other things. But if you are in the Grandstream or in the Ubiquiti ecosystem, then you may as well go with that. JD, I'm not familiar with the Synology signage stuff. You have to send a link over for that. Let's see. David Anderson says, anyone experience an APC UPS that causes device to reboot without beeping or indicating issues? Could just be a bad UPS. We've ran into quite a few of those. So, Let's see. Jeremy says free PBX is functional, but the interface is Charlie Foxtrot. So I'm not familiar with what the C and the F. CF. Charlie Foxtrot. Cringy. Fucked up. Cry. I don't know what the CF stands for. You could elaborate, Jeremy. I usually, yeah, like I said, I'm not going to use the words I usually use, but I think we're all on the same page with that. Let's see. Jordan, if you want to engage in consulting services, I do have direct contact into Ubiquiti. So instead of waiting for my videos to drop, is Grandstream going to do fiber to the home? Not that I'm aware of. They're just getting into the wireless stuff. Let's see here. JJ Mart says, do you think you could try to go into dark mode when you demo? I mean, I guess I could. Like, people complain about that. Like, if that's your biggest complaint, like, that I'm in light mode versus dark mode, like, are you even here for the content? Like, I don't know. Access makes nice access control. Access does make nice access control, but when you look at the cost of it, but you got to look at the benefits too, right? Like Access, I can legit pick up the phone. Their support and their warranty is out there. I mean, their support and their warranty, and I know Ed's listening to this, and Ed has had to deal with Access support. I mean, their support is top notch. It's top notch. Foxtrot uniform. There we go. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, cluster fudge. I get it now. Thanks, JJ Mart. I get it now. Hey, P4 doers. I'm glad you're here. So that's really all I wanted to talk about. So I'm glad that we found out that my audio is jacked when I'm live through the Rodecaster. Not 100% sure what that's about. Never thought I'd have to put the Yeti back on my desk. Something else. Here's a first world problem for you. Went to print. I'm going to show you this, actually. So we have, let me see here. I have the presidential candidate of the year. So I bought a button maker because we're going to start making our own swag for the channel. And I had originally come up with this concept design based on a button that I bought that I paid a lot more money for 1 inch. So these are going to be 2 1/4 inch buttons. I did the rough draft, sent it over to Tim. Tim totally knocked it out of the park. I took it then and put it in this template, and I'm going to cut it out. Went to print these, and of course I'm out of ink. Right? So there's my I was just like, oh my goodness. So, but there's going to be Willie Howe. We're coming up with some funny sayings to put Willie Howe technology on these buttons. But the first one's out of the gate. We're going to run our Bigfoot for President campaign because Bigfoot may be the best choice at this point. All right, what else is going on? Let me know over in the comments. I appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up button. If you need to engage in consulting services or you want to join the community, there are the links. There's affiliate links down below. Thank you everybody for being here this afternoon. Joseph Brosif, can you hit me up on Signal? I need help dialing in. I'm apparently not intelligent enough to watch the YouTube videos from other creators and get this camera dialed in on the autofocus. Oh, the other thing that I have too is I bought the Elgato teleprompter. So a lot of my stuff, I'm going to get rid of the uhs and the ums, and I'm going to be able to keep that eye contact, and I'm not going to have to freestyle it. I figured out, when I started this years ago, I could freestyle it because I could remember everything. I've got so many things going on. I'm getting older. I can't remember everything. And you can see as I keep moving around, that focus really keeps doing its thing. Hello, Earth. I guess I should maybe turn the eye tracking on. I don't know. But maybe if we... why is the focus now off? So there it is. Oh, yeah. All right. I want to thank you for spending some time with me here this afternoon. You're all awesome. For those of you that called in, thank you very much. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a like. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being here, everybody. I'll talk to you soon.